Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 471 narrated Ibn Malik. During the lifetime of Allah's Messenger, I asked Ibn Abi Hadrath in the mosque to pay the debts which he owed to me, and our voices grew so loud that Allah's Messenger heard them while he was in his house. So he came to us after raising the curtain of his room. The Prophet said, O Ibn Malik. I replied, Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger. He gestured with his hand to me to reduce the debt to 1/2. I said, O Allah's Messenger, have done it. Allah's Messenger said to Ibn Hadrath, get up and pay it. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 472 narrated Nafi Ibn Umar said, while the Prophet was on the pulpit, a man asked him how to offer the night prayers. He replied, pray 2 rakat at a time, and then 2 and then 2 and so on. And if you are afraid of the dawn, the approach of the time of the Fajr prayer, pray 1 rak'ah, and that will be the witr for all the rak'ahs which you have offered. Ibn Umar said, the last rakat of the night prayer should be odd, for the Prophet ordered it to be so. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 473 narrated Ibn Umar, a man came to the Prophet while he was delivering the sermon and asked him how to offer the night prayers. The Prophet replied, pray 2 rakat at a time, and then 2 and then 2 and so on. And if you are afraid of dawn, the approach of the time of the Fajr prayer, pray 1 rak'ah, and that will be the witr for all the rak'ahs which you have prayed. Narrated Ubaydullah bin Abdullah bin Umar, a man called the Prophet while he was in the mosque. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 474 narrated Abu Waqid al-Laythi, while Allah's Messenger was sitting in the mosque with some people, 3 men came. 2 of them came in front of Allah's Messenger, and the 3rd one went away, and then one of them found a place in the circle and sat there while the 2nd man sat behind the gathering, and the 3rd one went away. When Allah's Messenger finished his preaching, he said, shall I tell you about these 3 persons? One of them betook himself to Allah, and so Allah accepted him and accommodated him. The 2nd felt shy before Allah, so Allah did the same for him and sheltered him in His mercy and did not punish him. While the 3rd turned his face from Allah and went away, so Allah turned his face from him likewise. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 475 narrated Abad bin Tamim, that his uncle said, I saw Allah's Messenger lying flat on his back in the mosque with one leg on the other. Narrated Sayyid bin al-Musayyab that Umar and Uthman used to do the same. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 476 narrated Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, I had seen my parents following Islam since I attained the age of puberty. Not a day passed but the Prophet visited us, both in the mornings and evenings. My father Abu Bakr thought of building a mosque in the courtyard of his house, and he did so. He used to pray and recite the Quran in it. The pagan women and their children used to stand by him and look at him with surprise. Abu Bakr was a soft-hearted person and could not help weeping while reciting the Quran. The chiefs of the Quraysh pagans became afraid of that is that their children and women might be affected by the recitation of Quran. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 477 narrated Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said, the prayer offered in congregation is 25 times more superior in reward to the prayer offered alone in one's house or in a business center. Because if one performs ablution and does it perfectly, and then proceeds to the mosque with the sole intention of praying, then for each step which he takes towards the mosque, Allah upgrades him a degree in reward and crosses out one sin till he enters the mosque. When he enters the mosque, he is considered in prayer as long as he is waiting for the prayer, and the angels keep on asking for Allah's forgiveness for him, and they keep on saying, O Allah, be merciful to him, O Allah, forgive him, as long as he keeps on sitting at his praying place and does not pass wind. See Hadith No. 620. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 478, 479 narrated Ibn Amr, the Prophet clasped his hands by interlacing his fingers. Sahieh Eal-Bukhari 480 narrated Abdullah, that Allah's Messenger said, O Abdullah bin Amr, what will be your condition when you will be left with the sentiments of worst people? They will be in conflict with each other.